There. Okay, let us start. Come to your seat, but have enough room behind you so you can mobilize your spine. So from here, I'm going to ask you to situate your feet right beneath your knees so they're nicely parallel. Just gently rest your hands over that knee there, and just go ahead and wiggle those shoulders there for me. Wiggle those shoulders there for me. Here we go. Inhalation, we're going to look up, searching up into the space above you. And exhalation, round, all the air out through the mouth as you look into your belly. Again, inhale, lifting open, and exhalation, round, all the air out through the mouth. Few more together. Inhale, and now exhalation. Deep breath, there you go, and exhalation. Wave-like motion in your spine. Again, deep breath, exhalation. Look to the belly, chin will tuck in. Last one, inhale and exhalation, round. So from here, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 corners of your spine. Go ahead and just meander them, side to side, towards each other and against, away from each other. Meandering, almost like you're pulling 4 corners of your spine, releasing in that very creative meandering fashion. Oscillation, mobility, side to side. Try out both the right and the left side of the rib cage. Let's go for that nice release. Here we have a nice full circle, lifting, reaching forward into the space in front of you, down. 2 more like this, inhalation, full circle, lifting up. Exhalation, reaching forward, very long spine on your way down. Last one together, inhale, lifting, and exhalation, releasing, down. Inhale, coming into the upright, and now I'm gonna bring you into your standing. Coming to your standing there, have your feet down. Feet will go right underneath your hips. Hands to your hips, start with your hands. Pulsation. All the habitual holding, we intend to release them. From here, both hands, tapping lower sacrum region. Tap. Happy slap. Going now, outer leg going down, looking down. Inner leg rounding, passing through your knees, passing through your sides, going into the lymph node station, digestive station, lower back. Easy does it. Sacrum, other side, tapping down. The knees slightly puffing up between your shoulder blades, tapping. And exhalation, we go down. Inhale, rounding of the spine, coming back up again. Boom. And exhalation, tapping down. Inhale, returning, coming back. One more exhalation. So important to stretch out your lower back, rounding of your mid back. Make sure you cover your lymph node station. Same direction, we go now, brushing down. Inhale, returning back. Exhale, brushing down. Inhale, returning back. And exhale, down. Inhale, and then exhale. Couple more together, drop. Coming back. Knees bending slightly, go easy on that hamstring. One more, exhale. Inhale, returning, coming back. Your right hand is going to be the giving hand. Left hand going forward. Fingertips. All these tiny little microcapillaries gets a little hello, waking up. Like you're saying good morning to all these tiny little blood vessels that we do not see with our naked eyes. Tapping up, and we're going up. Tapping, and tapping up. Boom. And tapping. Going up, tapping. And tapping. One more. tapping, 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 tapping. Same direction, up the shoulder we go. Brushing and brushing and brushing. Up along your shoulder, brushing and brushing and brushing and harmonize. Same arm, we'll turn out palm, then open. Armpit region, there's your lymph node station, right? Going down, all the way to the fingertips. And we're going tapping, boom, 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 and tapping down, 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 and tapping. Going down, tapping, and tapping, and tapping down. One more, tapping, 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 tapping. Same direction, down the river we go. Brushing and brushing, smooth it out. Meanwhile, the rest of your body is following this motion. Everybody is getting into that motion, waking up the whole body. Same arm, shoulder and elbow, shake, 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 shake. Release, release, release. Fingers and your wrist, shake, 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 shake. Your right foot stepping forward, left foot stepping back in your triangle base. Remember, both hips are nicely aligned. Both hands will count to your right hip, your right hip. Use your hand first. Release, release, release. Once you feel like this hip gets the message, let your whole body start to follow. Up and down, up and down. All these nerve tissues gets the release. Pulsation, pulsation, pulsation. Relax your neck, relax your shoulder. Up and down, up and down. Feel your rib cage, feel your intercostal muscle, feel that little shaking motion in your organs, in your lungs. Right side, there's your ascending colon, right? So when you pulsate, all the digestive area gets a little bit of a encouragement. Okay, we don't want anybody to be too sedentary, isn't it? Okay, bend that front knee a little bit. Clockwise circle. Here we have inhale, half loop. Exhale, another half. Inhale, start to activate your toes already. Inhale and exhale. Right hip, inhale, exhale. Reverse motion, one breath, one brush stroke. Almost like you're tracing a beautiful disc, orbiting that right hip. Anti-clockwise motion. Motion is lotion. You put a little bit in your hip every morning, right? A little lubrication in there. Okay, one breath, one motion. One breath, one motion. One more inhale, exhalation. Stabilize and face forward. Left shoulder, you just worked on that left shoulder. Let it go forward and back. Put a little weight on your wrist, a little mental weight, and let the rib cage go with it. How about, let's point your fingers into the space behind you. Let it linger up there for a moment. Feel the rib cage, your intercostal muscles getting that message just as well. Forward and back, forward and back. Some of us, we continue with this one. Some of us, we start to flow that arm with the momentum. It's an effortless thing, forward motion. Testing, 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 testing. If this was okay, can we try reverse circle? It's an effortless motion. Release, release, release. Sometimes bending of the elbows, going a little bit slower if the body feels like that was a bit too strong. Okay, always modify to the needs of your body in the present moment. Release, release, release. Once we release, stay here for a moment, bend that front knee. Can you step that front foot downward as we pick up that back foot? Your first balance, testing, 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 and return that feet together again. There we have it. Right hand going forward. Left hand becomes the giving hand. From your fingertips, coming into the shoulder. Here now your lymph node station. Boom, 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 boom. Fingers. Come coming up, shoulder and neck. Fingertips coming up into the arm, uppity up, shoulder and the neck. And we're going tapping. There you go. And tapping. Every single part from the fingertips into the elbow, up into the shoulder, and there goes the neck. One more. Okay. Covering that lymph node station right up here. Brushing them up along your whole arm. Brushing, harmonize, and brushing, and brushing, harmonize, and brushing. Same palm then, we can turn our palm open. Armpit region. There's your lymph nodes going down, 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 down. And we're going now tapping and tapping. Boom, 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 boom. And tapping. And going down, tapping. And tapping. One more, going down, 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 down. Same direction, down the river we go. And brushing, and brushing. Smooth it out, let it go. So if you really don't have time, at least do your tapping and brushing. At least wake up your lymph nodes and your blood flow, your circulation. So very important. Okay, shoulder and the elbows first. Give it now a really nice release. Shake, 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 shake. All the habitual holding, fingers and the wrist, right? We don't want the finger to get stiff on you. Always release, release, release. Okay, left foot in the front, right foot diagonally back in your triangle base. Get grounded in your feet. That means start to activate your toes. Hello to your toes, wiggle, wiggle those toes. Shoulders will go forward and back a little bit. Testing, testing, testing. Release, release, release. Okay, let's stay with this. But point your fingers back a little bit, like you're yearning, reaching back into the space that you do not see usually. Okay? Always think about utilizing your eyes, diagonally reaching back. Get a little eye exercise going there as well. Some of us, we continue with this one. Some of us, we go forward loop. How is that for the shoulder? Not so fast. If you need to go a little slower, it's fine. Just be okay with that. Okay, if that was okay, can we try the reverse motion? Fast, momentum, 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 or slow ones. However you work with it, just don't stay still, right? Always testing the circular mobility of each joint, ideally every day. Why not? Okay, let's have them. Both hands now will come to your front hip, which is your left hip, right? Use your hands, start with your hands first to suggest a bit of a release. Pulsation, pulsation, pulsation. If that was okay, we're going for up and down with the whole body. Look at how my hair releases itself. By the same token, all these nerve endings, all these nerve tissues should feel like you're doing this to them, right? Pulsation, 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 pulsation. Getting that circulation going in your hip region, in your lower back region. Release, release, release. Bend that front knee slightly, clockwise circle. Clockwise circle, clockwise circle, and clockwise circle, clockwise circle. Sometimes adjusting your feet a little bit wider apart, something for you to induce a little more mobility. You favor that, okay? Don't wait for me to remind you. Just feel comfortable in repositioning your feet to favor the mobility of that hip. Let's go for the opposite way, anti-clockwise rotation. Let's bring your left hand to the left side of your SI joint, right beneath your bell line. It's very important for you to understand how all these hip rotations, these fluid motion, is going to help you to gain a lot more mobility in your hip. And because your lower back sits right on your sacrum. So if your hip is stiff, forget it, you start to find yourself walking like this, right? But if your hip is fluid, put a little lubrication in there every day, chances are your lower back is going to very much appreciate you. Absolutely. Use that hip circle to release, to navigate. Feel it in your left hand so you can acknowledge this is a joint, even though it does not bend like the way your elbow and your knees does. But it is a joint and it should be really relaxed and mobilized. Don't let it get stuck. Okay? One of the worst things for it is to sit around for hours on over a long period of time. So if you need to do that, just stand up, do your shaking, do your lubrication. Okay, press into that front foot. Energetically, there are invisible roots growing down, right? Can we test? How is our balance today? Coming up, linger, before you return. Feet together, hands together. Glue your legs together from your ankle, your knees, and your thigh, and your quads. Palms together, we go now. Pulsation. Yes, boom, 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 boom. Release. Okay, with or without your support, let's try our first balance. Ready? Here we go. Inhale, heels of your feet off the floor. Extension through the fingers, and exhalation. Hover for a moment before we return now. Heels of your feet to the floor. 2 more like this. Firming on your legs, ankles, your shin, your knees, your quads, your glutes. Definitely squeeze on your way down. If you can ensure the engagement of your whole legs, next thing is you want to feel for firming of your core. See if we can pull that belly in a little bit. And exhalation, hover for a moment on your way down. Let's try one more together. This is your inhale, rising. Hang on there for a moment for me. Hover on your way down. Stepping then, feet will be hip distance apart. Feet are right underneath your hips. Both hands in your hip, bend your knees slightly so that you can switch on these quads. Clockwise circle. Here we have inhale and exhale. One breath, exhale, one motion. Inhale, feel the motion in your hands. Acknowledgement in your hands. One more inhale and exhale. Opposite anti-clockwise rotation. One breath, one motion. Inhale is that half circle. Exhale, another half. Inhale, yes, and exhale. Inhale, exhale. One more inhale, exhalation. Anchor that tailbone right between your feet, vertically down. Let's shift weight. Weight on the right side, your right side. Back to neutral. Weight on the left side, your left side. Back to neutral. Again, go into your right side now. Bend that knee, switch on the quad, shoulder, hip, knee, ankle, one alignment. Take both hands to your right hip again. Ready? Use your hand. Pulsation. Double check. Your left leg should be relatively empty. You're literally sitting on that right hip. Switch on your quads. Left leg is just sort of watching. Ready? Let's try. Clockwise. Just that right hip. Inhale, then exhale. Inhale, exhale. One more inhale. Relax into your hip, please. Exhale. Anti-clockwise, 3 sets. Pay attention to my lower leg. Can you see my lower knee doesn't move very much? It's all in the hip. Before long, we learn to isolate your muscle groups so that you can move freely with very clear articulation. Clockwise again. Right hand to your SI joint, the right side of your SI joint. See if you can feel the interconnection between this hip movement to how it lubricates and massages your SI joint. You got tons of nerve ending coming out of that station. So lubrication of your hip, we're doing a huge favor to massage all these complex muscle groups in your glutes, in the inner cavity of your hip. More importantly, it starts to give rise to the life force that is stored right here in your SI joint. Okay, have I switch on your leg enough that we can do a little bit of balance? Try it. Testing, testing, testing. Testing, testing, testing. If this doesn't happen today, just come to your toes, right? So ideally, you learn to pulsation, pulsation, pulsation. Knees will start to get stronger, legs start to get a little toner, and your glutes become a little more firm as well. Okay, your left foot is going to go back into your triangle base again, right? Nice full circle. Can we lean the shoulders back a little bit? Is this going to be okay for your spine? In front of you, exhalation. Reach for me into your forward folding. One more like this. Inhale, open into the space above you. Exhalation in front of you. Coming forward, looking down, only as far as the body allows. Inhale, coming up again. Hang on. This time on your way down, I'm going to ask you to stay and give me a little bit of pulsation. Okay, so let's try. Please don't push, please don't force. Bend your knees slightly if you need to. Here's your exhalation. Come to that place where you can hang your head and your shoulder down. Let go of your neck, please. Pulsation, pulsation, pulsation. Release, release, release. Letting go, letting go, letting go. Next inhalation, walk your fingers forward in front of you. Turn the palms away. Look towards your hands. Inhale, we go reverse motion. Reversing of that circle. Nice big open heart. Absolutely. Forward motion. This is your inhale, looking up in front of you. Exhale, beginning of the breath. Middle of the breath. Ending of your breath. Reverse motion now. Inhale, beginning. Middle. This is the ending. Exhale, beginning. Middle. 3 parts breathing. No rush. Here's that exhale. Make sure you spread your fingers. One more set. Inhale, 1, 2, and 3. Exhale in front of you. 1. There you go. 2. Coming down and 3. Last one together. Spreading fingers. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, and 3. Bending of the front knee. Ready? Here's that balance you've been working on. Slow it down, slow it down, slow it down. No rush. Linger, 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 linger for a moment before we take that feet then together again. Back to that first space. Pulsation, pulsation, pulsation. Zzz. All these lymph stations are going to really appreciate you. Every day you give a little bit boom, 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 boom. Okay, let's step our feet again, hip distance apart. Hands to your hip. You are going to get really used to release habitual holding in your hips. Bend your knees, take the whole hip to go with you. Pulsation, pulsation, pulsation. Now, can you do exactly the same, except arms out to the side, 2 air pockets underneath your armpit, elbows slightly bent, take your shoulders. Watch my shoulders. Hips, rib cage, heart, your lungs, everybody's invited. Zzz. Almost like you're standing on a little earthquake. Okay, release, release. Let go of the neck, look straight forward. Pulsation, pulsation, pulsation. Shake out that wrist and your finger for me real good. Okay, take a moment, everybody. You hear this word energy a lot. There it is. If within time you start to feel all these tingling sensation up along your limbs, and that's a wonderful, happy sensation. Okay, hands now, back to this one, anti-clockwise mobility, right? Can you make that loop a little bit wider than before, a little more circular than the oval thing, right? Inhale, half loop, exhale, another half. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Clockwise, inhale. Again, favor a wider loop this time. Okay, 1, 2, 3, everybody stay. Everybody freeze. Let's go take a walk in the park. When your hip gets stuck, this is what happens to the posture. This is what happens to the rest of your legs and the rest of your spine. So do me a favor, do yourself a favor. Lubrication in the hip is just as important as brushing your teeth, flossing your teeth every day. Absolutely. Then you'll never have to see me one-on-one because your lower back is always free and mobile. Okay, let's go to the middle. Your tailbone goes right between your feet. Shifting weight, right side, neutral, left side. Looks very simple, but it's actually not very easy to do when you have that accuracy in the alignment. Precision, 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 precision. This is when you start to come to that place. Left side now, hands to your hip. Start with your hand. Once you get the message from your hand, your whole body shakes. Hip shakes, rib cage shakes, your lungs, your heart, your lymph nodes. All that's going to be very healthy for the longevity of your organs, your bones, and what's here, your descending colon. Shake, 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 shake. A little stimulation every day. Okay, bend that knee slightly so we switch on the quads. Clockwise circle. Your right leg is empty. Only thing that's working is this guy. And watch my lower knee. Can you see? Almost I have an invisible brace over that lower knee. Knee doesn't move. This guy does. Right? Anti-clockwise rotation. Anti-clockwise rotation. Can you position your left hand to the left side of your SI joint? If you don't know where they are, you got to stay after class or come before class so I can go over some of these anatomy with you. Okay, can you feel the quads getting a little more secure, a little more engaged? Right? Anti-clockwise rotation. Have I switched on this leg enough that will enable you to do this? Checking, 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 testing, testing, testing. If this doesn't happen yet, just bring your toesies down. Okay, with control, precision again. Precision, precision, precision into your triangle base. There you have it. Nice full circle as you rise. Lean your shoulders back a bit. That means open heart. In front of you, exhalation, reach with your long fingers. Coming down only as far as the body allows. 2 more like this. Beginning of the breath. Forward circle, middle of the breath. Ending of the breath. Exhale. Looking down. Hello to your toes. Looking down. Only come down as far down as the body allows. Inhale, rise again. So remember on your third set, I'm going to bring you down and hold you here for a moment and show me how about a little pulsation. Letting go, letting go, letting go. Release, release, release. Letting go, letting go, letting go. Weight of your shoulder and your head becomes quite heavy. Allow the gravity to help you. Okay, reverse now, fingers in front of you, but we turn the palms out. Coming up as you inhale. Curl up through the sternum as you spread your wings one to the side. It's a reverse circle now. Here we have it, forward motion. This is your inhale, looking up. Fingers and your toes are well engaged on your way down. Always say hello to your toes, acknowledgement of your feet. Reverse motion, beginning, middle, look between your hands, ending of that inhale. Fingers wide, exhale, beginning, middle, lean your shoulders back a bit, ending of the breath. Weight on that front foot. Inhale, weight on that back foot, inhale. Weight on that back foot, exhale, reaching forward. Elongation, elongation on your way down. Last one together, reverse motion. Breathe as you come up. Reverse, exhalation, letting go. Go ahead and bend that front knee. Push into the front foot. Try that balance for me. Coming forward, as slow as you can manage. Testing, testing, testing. How is that standing leg doing? Can I slowly rely on that standing leg a little more every time? Stepping our feet comes together. Ankles together, shin are together, glutes are together. Two legs become the power of one. Ready? Hands to the heart. Again, pulsation, pulsation, pulsation. Get really used to doing these pulsations throughout the day, like a little silly child. You don't sit still, you don't stand still. All right, pulsation, pulsation, pulsation. Let's give it a try. How is our balance? Fingers out to the side, right foot off the floor. Just stay in that station. Hover for a moment on your way down. Arms almost become very wing-like. Left foot off the floor. If this is too much, just bring your toesies down, that's all. Hover for a moment, exhalation, releasing down. Fingers, wrist, elbow, and your shoulder become a whole single unit. Inhale, elevate. Hover for a moment. Slowly, slowly, the standing leg will become a little more acutely engaged. Then inhale, push into that standing leg. Hover for a moment, exhalation. I would say training of your legs is one of also the most important thing to incur the strength of your spine and the strength of your lower back, because they sit on your legs. They rely on the firmness, the responsibility of your legs to be strong, right? One on each side. This is your inhale. It's going to come, you're going to get stronger with practice. Just keep on practicing. Left foot off the floor, inhale, rise. Hover for a moment, exhalation, returning down. Okay, one more balance practice. Left hand to your side or left hand to a support. Right hand is going to hold a invisible thread between the first two fingers. Ready? Here's that magic thread, pulling up the right knee. Inhale. Relax your shoulder, please. Exhale, hover again for a moment. Down, down, down. Standing leg fold a little bit to switch on your quads. Two more here. This is your inhale. Exhalation. Believe me, the standing parts are the most challenging for me. We're in it together. We practice together. Hover for a moment. Release, release, release. Continue, but this time, some of you can start to feel more engagement in the core, right? It's not just the legs. There's that core sealing, like you're pressing the core into the back of the spine. Last one, inhale. Exhale, triangle base. This one you know. Right foot back. Shoulders lift, inhale, looking up. Exhalation in front of you. This one you also know. Stretching back of your legs, back of your spine. Very, very important. Reverse motion, this one you also know. Inhale. Turn the palms out, bend down front knee already. I'm going to loop this face together. On your way forward, this is your inhale. And here then is your exhale. Okay, it's going to come. Just have patience. Right hand to the side or right hand to your support. Left hand holds the thread. Magic thread between your first two fingers. This is your inhale. Exhale. Navel seals. Inhale. After you learn how to secure your standing leg, time to work on your core engagement. Third one, deep breath. Relax your shoulders low. Facial muscles, relax. Here's your exhale. And inhale, elevate. Slowly, no rush. Burn your navel in, please. Exhale. Last one, we're going now. Transition. Wings out, left foot behind in that triangle raise. Full circle as you inhale, looking up. Exhale, no rush. Exhale, 1. Exhale, 2. Exhale, 3. Reverse motion, turn the palms out. Inhale, 1. Inhale, 2. Inhale, 3. Bend down front knee already. Exhale, step it. 1, 2, and 3. Take deep breath here for a moment. Exhalation, redeliver that feet together. Center again. Horizontally out to the side. Seal your legs. This one you know. Seal your core as well. Long fingers. Hover for a moment. The stronger your legs become, the easier it is going to be for your lower back. Because if you don't have the strength of your leg to support your sacrum and your lumbar, your whole spine structurally will be kind of like very, very wobbly, very weak. One more, inhale. Hover for a moment. Exhalation, returning. Okay, next one, I'm going to bring you down towards the floor. We do a little bit of a floor work. Okay, so come to your seat. This time we take now right foot out to the side, left knee will fold, right? If this knee doesn't come to the floor, you ought to have a little bit of padding, maybe like a little pillow. Option 1, look, option 1. Option 2, you sit on that pillow, give yourself a little lift. However you work with it, you want to feel like both edges of your sit bones are well connected to the ground that you're sitting on. Okay, shake that right leg out for me. Release, 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 release. Fingers are long, away from the shoulder. Take a deep breath to elongate the body. Exhalation, we come right side. Just your first one, so go easy on yourself. Release. Inhalation, open up into that horizontal plane. Exhalation, testing, testing. We go to the left side, letting go. Then inhale, center again, horizontal hands. To now, your right side. Only come as far down as the body allows. Now, this upper arm, I'm going to ask you to turn the wrist and the finger. It's a spiralic notion that you invite your wrist, your elbow, and your shoulder blades to follow, right? The whole wrist, finger, elbow, and your shoulder become a single unit. This is your exhale, you let go. This is your inhale, you retrieve it back. So you stretch far, but you always return this natural position. So the body keeps its elasticity. All these muscle tissues, your tendons, your ligament, they get that really nice stretch, but you restore them right away. So you never ever overextend yourself. You don't overstretch yourself. Exhale to the right. Stretching is very important, but stretching in the right way is more important. Otherwise, your ligament gets really loose and weak over time. Okay, so the spiralic form, you're lubricating your synovial joint, synovial fluid at the same time when you're stretching that body. Okay, a couple more. Exhale. Inhale, exhale. On your own now, see if you can do it a little more intuitively. Do it a little more in your individual way because you have a very different body. You have very different lifestyle. You have very different habitual holding. So the way you learn to navigate your body in space should also be very uniquely to your own structure. Okay? I give you the technique, but you can alter it, you can modify it to the best of your body's needs. Okay, one more. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, stay here. Left hand into the space above you. Give it now. One-sided wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Can you feel now coming back, the difference between your right and left? Okay, absolutely, we want the body to be well extended. Okay, horizontally, fingers out to the side. We go now, left side. Turn the right palm down. Okay, easy does it. Spiralically, we reach that hand away from the right foot. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, then exhale. Two more, inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhalation. Can you feel how this wrist, elbow, shoulder rotation invites your rib cage and even the crest of your hip? Your hip flexor is also that same unit that follows this extension. That's your exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more, inhale, exhale. I'm gonna keep you here for a moment and let's breathe. Outer edge of the shoulder gets the breath, intercostal muscles gets the breath. How about the right hip? Can you feel that motion? Add a little bit of pulsation here, favoring this whole right side. Letting go, letting go, letting go, letting go. Next inhalation into that upright. Stay here for a moment. One-sided wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. As we come, now release. Take your right leg in front of you this time. Okay, give that right leg a little shaking, shaking, shaking. If this doesn't feel good, then you just stretch both legs forward. Come to that comfortable place. Again, elevating your hip up a little higher might make you feel a little more comfortable in your lower back. Ready? Motion that front leg, shaking, 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 shaking. This one, you know, both hands away from the body. Now, two sides, wiggle, wiggle. Use this very playful, delightful tendency of your inner child to keep the body well extended. In front of you, reach forward like you're going for your toes. Reaching, reaching, reaching. Two more like this. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Letting go, letting go, letting go. Chin down. Last one together. Inhale, rise. This time, I'm going to keep you here. How about a little bit of pulsation? Like you're reaching, 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 reaching. Can I show you something? Reaching this way is fine, but if you can turn your wrist towards each other, like you got two doorknobs in front of you, use that spiral thing is going to incur a little more natural tendency because your arm and your shoulder and your rib cage is a cylindrical structure. So you follow that cylindrical mobility. You can stretch a little bit further and you don't overextend your ligaments and your tendons. All right, so pulsation, but plus a little bit of churning. Okay, see how that works for the body. Looking down towards the foot, eventually everything will elongate everything will release itself. Lower back is going to feel better. The back of your leg is going to feel better. Okay, let's bring your fingers down. Inhale, press into the finger, halfway up. Exhale, bend your elbows only as far down as the body allows. Chin in, forward folding, down, down, down. One more inhale, halfway up. Now stay here. I'm going to ask you to slide your rib cage, oscillation, side to side. Side to side, wiggle, wiggle. Once you start to feel release, how about a little up and down pulsation? Use these very gentle motion to talk to the body to release all its habitual holding and tension. Release, letting go, letting go, letting go. Okay, I'm going to hold you here. Just a few more deep breaths. Chin in, shoulders down. Feel gravity inviting you. Deep breath through your nose. Hold there for a moment. Exhale through the mouth, all the air out through the mouth. Then inhale through your nose. Hold at the end of your inhale. Exhale through your mouth, all the air out through the mouth. One more, inhale through your nose. Hold. Slowly, exhalation, also through your nose this time. Next inhalation, we return back to the center. Both feet going forward. Pulsation, pulsation to release, releasing the base of your hamstring. Folding now, this time right knee in. Left leg away from the body. Only as wide as the body allows. Padding beneath your knee or padding underneath your hips. Whatever you need to do so you can feel two edges of your sit bone grounding into the floor. Okay, horizontal fingers out to the side. Take that deep breath. Exhalation, left side. It's your first one, so go easy on the body. Inhale, center. First one to your right side on this one. Lowering up the elbow, turn the top palm down. Inhale, neutral. Long fingers. Exhale, easy does it. Just come to that first edge. So remember this one, it's an internal rotation. Ready, release, inhale, retrieve it back, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Something very wind-like in the way you mobilize your body. As if you're out in nature and you're a tree that's being invited by the motion of the wind. And you just follow this very natural, organic tendency. It's all about letting go rather than stretching out. Let it go with gravity. Let the wind take you. Release, inhale, spiralic motion in the arms, spiralic motion in that rib cage. Before too long, body's going to become a lot more flexible with time. Here's your exhale. Inhale, coming into the upright. Stay here for a moment. Go for that one-sided wiggle, wiggle. There's always a little bit extra room that you can claim. There it is. Okay, can you feel the difference between the right and left side of the body? Always acknowledge that. Hands out to the side again. We going right side. Turn the top palm down. Come to that first edge. Relax that lower elbow. And let's take now, again, your spiralic motion to the right side. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. On your own now. Be as natural as possible, as fluid as possible. If this is too much, you just kind of stay here. Some of us, we need to go forward a little bit, right? If there's too much hindrance, stiffness, or maybe you have injury that you need to still heal, just take a little lesser step and just have patience with the body. Inhale, exhale. Eventually, all these tissues will start to release. All the holding pattern will be modified and healed. Here's that exhalation. Always do at least a little bit every day. Better to do nothing at all. One more, but this time I'm going to keep you here so that you can feel the interconnection between the edge of your shoulder to the edge of your intercostal muscle to the front gate of that left hip. Relax that lower elbow, eyes closed, almost like you're listening to the sound of your own breath, right? Let that inhalation be deep and long. Let that exhalation be slow and complete. Feel the front gate of your left hip. So here is a good example where you understand the more you open up your shoulder, the more your hip is going to be happy. Okay. Next inhalation, returning, coming into that upright. One-sided wiggle, wiggle into the space above you. Then inhalation, returning center again. Left foot is going to go right in front of you, right? Shake that front leg, shaking, 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 release, release, release. Nice full circle, we come into the upright. Lean your shoulders back a bit. This is your inhale. Coming forward, exhalation, letting go, shoulders down as we release. Again, inhale, rise, lifting, 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 lifting. Exhale, in front of you, reaching with your fingertips, coming down, 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 down. Last one together, inhale. Exhalation, let's come just halfway down. Easy does it. Start with that very gentle pulsation. Next one, remember your hands. Spiralic churning, like you're yearning into with the fingers. Yearning fingers, turning, turning, turning. It's a spiralic notion because your arm and your rib cage are a cylindrical form. So you kind of go with it. That's your exhale towards the front foot. Relax your neck, come to gravity. Let the gravity help you. Release, release, release. Next exhalation, I'm going to bring your fingers down, halfway up. Wiggle, wiggle. Your thoracic spine is going to help you to release your lower back. Give it a little bit of massage. Feel for the capacity to be free in the body, in your spine. Mid back, lower back. Okay, inhale, push into the floor, halfway up again. Exhale through the mouth, bend your elbows, chin down, forward folding. Just do your best. Again, inhale through your nose, halfway up. Exhale through your mouth, coming forward, shoulders going down. How about a little gentle pulsation? Release, 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 letting go, letting go, letting go. Release, release, release. Next inhalation, we're going to stay here. Right, inhale through your nose, slowly, slowly, slowly. Hold there for a moment at the end of your inhale. Exhalation, go for it. Let go through the mouth. All the air out through the mouth. Again, inhale, 1, 2, 3. Hold that breath. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Through the mouth. Feel the body dropping on your exhalation. Release, release, release. Last one, no. Inhale through your nose again. This time, hold, hold, hold. Through your nose again. Exhale, release, release. Exhale, 3. Inhale, returning. Nice full circle. Both hands coming up. Both hands, wiggle, wiggle, skyward. Before too long, you start to acknowledge that your spine starts to elongate, get a little bit taller with practice. Okay, both feet will go forward. Shaking, 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 shaking. Let's have you come lie on your back. Take a look here, hands over your shin. A very important and nice pulsatory motion to massage your lumbar region. Up and down, up and down, up and down, right? Hands now over your knee. Thighs are vertical. Rest your hands there and use your hand to guide your knees in a gentle circular mobility. Make sure your legs are relaxed enough that you feel a little weight in the base of your sacrum. And you use your own body weight to give a little bit of nice, gentle massage in the base of the station of your SI joint now. Now, opposite rotation. All the nerve tissues, your muscle tissue is going to very much appreciate you. Okay. Before we come back, go ahead and extend your feet up into the space above you. Bend your knees slightly. Say hello to your toes. 26 bones in each feet. Can you shake them out really, really good? This is also another one that's incredibly healthy for your feet, for your ankles, for your legs, especially for your lower back, okay? Whenever you find yourself sitting around a little too long, turn yourself upside down and give your body a little shake, 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 shake. A little rejuvenation period throughout the day. Don't wait until your lower back starts talking to you. Okay, exhalation, knees towards your body. Eyes closed, just take a little moment here. Into the back of your rib cage, you breathe. Into the lower back, you breathe. Into the base of your sacrum, you breathe. Next exhalation, gently rock yourselves right to left, side to side a little bit. Look towards the opposite side. Knees to the left, look to the right. Knees to the right, look to the left. A very gentle spinal twist. And go all the way to one side. Use your hand, that should give you the encouragement to come back to your seat. So however you sit, whether it's on the floor or on your chair, let's come to your seat. So we close the practice with 3 harmonic circle here. However you have it, let's take your hands upstairs. Use your wiggle thing to elongate. Right and left side are equally elongated. Okay, hands now. Use your hand to find that midline as you trace it down. 3 circles to close our practice together. Deep breath. This is your inhalation. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Almost like you're connecting to the heavenly light. Exhalation from the space above into the core of your being again. Returning back, back, back. 2 more like this. Inhale. Goodness is on my right, on my left. Goodness is above me. Acknowledgement, exhale, goodness is before me, behind me. Goodness lives within me. Then goodness is also beneath me. Inhale, goodness is on my right, on my left. There's goodness above me, in front of me, behind me. Goodness lives within me and beneath me. Take a moment to acknowledge the fullness of your breath, the uprightness of your spine, and take a moment to acknowledge your practice today. Thank you, everybody. You did it. We'll see each other next time. Have a wonderful day. Stay tuned, stay in class if you have any questions. Otherwise, I'll see you next Tuesday.